Thanks for stopping by the My Read a Minute. If you're new here, welcome. To all of my new subscribers, thank you for joining me on my journey. Uh, Tomorrow is Diddy's big day. This is do or die, pretty much, right? Um, I guess he probably won't get any sleep tonight because this is the beginning of the rest of his life, pretty much. And it all lies in the hand of one man, Judge Submaranian. I think I'm saying his name right. I don't know. Forgive me if I messed it up. I don't mean no disrespect. So, what do y'all think is going to happen? It looks like at the 11th hour, Diddy's team, along with Diddy, have flooded the court with documentation. His team alone, his legal team alone, has submitted a 61-page document saying, please go with what the jury has already ruled on, because the prosecutors are laying out, looks like, more testimony. Like, the court case is over. It doesn't make sense that they're bringing other people to testify, like the lady Mia. Why is she testifying? Like, why is she saying anything? The court, this is his sentencing. We don't need to hear anymore. Like, what else could she possibly say? I mean, the jury has already made their verdict, right? They're still trying to, I guess they're still trying to persuade the judge and giving him the maximum that he can give him. I know that Cassie has submitted a letter to the courts, explaining that she's afraid for her life now, because if he lets him out, she just thinks that he's going to come after her. I don't know. It seems like, yeah, I don't know. Let's see here. I know Diddy submitted a letter. Um, Let me pull it up. Okay, so this is Diddy's letter. Like, this is his Hail Mary, I want to say. Subramanian. I did okay, I'm saying it right. So let me see if I can share my screen. It says, it's dated for today, and it says, Dear Judge Submaranian, I hope this letter finds you well and in good health and spirits. Thank you for the opportunity to express my thoughts to you. First and foremost, I want to apologize and say how sincerely sorry I am for all of the hurt and pain that I have caused others by my conduct. I take full responsibility and accountability for my past wrongs. This has been the hardest 2 years of my life, and I have no one to blame for my current reality and situation but myself. In my life, I've had made many mistakes, but I am no longer running from them. I am so sorry for the hurt that I've caused, but I understand that the mere words "I'm sorry" will never be good enough, as these words alone cannot erase the pain from the past. I have something to say. um, Finally, you find the words "I'm sorry," right? He finally finds those words. Would he have found them had any of this taken place? Just saying. How sorry would he have been had Cassie not come forth and say, look, you need to pay me for my pain, else I'm going to write a book. Here, I'm going to give you the what do you call them? Not the master copy, but what is it? I don't know. Give you the her transcript, right? She's going to give him the transcript, so and just pay her and let her go on her way. And he was like, "No, I'm not paying you." Yet he wasn't sorry until remember the video footage came out of him kicking her in the hallway. Then all of a sudden he was sorry then after the fact, after he got caught. So is he really sorry? I beg to differ, but let's continue. Over the past 13 months, I've had to look in the mirror like never before. My pain became my teacher. My sadness was my motivator. I have to admit, my downfall was rooted in my selfishness. The scene images of me assaulting Cassie play over and over in my head daily. Okay. This I literally lost my mind. I was dead wrong for putting my hands on a woman that I loved. I'm sorry for that and always will be. My domestic violence will always be a heavy burden that I will have to forever carry. The remorse, the sorrow, the regret, the disappointment, the shame. Nice words. Those are very nice words, Diddy. I honestly feel sorry for something that I couldn't forgive someone else for if they put their hands on one of my daughters. This is why it's so hard for me to forgive myself. It is like a deep wound that leaves an ugly scar. Oh, wow. Okay. Again, we wouldn't have gotten the apology that we gotten had the video not surfaced and played for millions of people. Because remember, he said none of that she had listed in her filing was true. And she pretty much talks about the video or what happened in the video in her filing, which makes me seem to believe that this was all designed to make him come out and say that he didn't do it, which they knew they already had the video for. And when he was to come out and deny everything, then they want to say, see, yes, he is. Now he's a liar, which would have made us think about all the other stuff that she had mentioned also in her filing. Just saying. Your Honor, I thought I was providing for Jane concerning her and her child, but after hearing her testimony, I realized that I hurt her. For this, I am deeply sorry. Now, for Jane, who we all kind of know is allegedly, because I don't know if she ever came out and said it was her, but allegedly it's supposed to be 50 Cent's baby mama, right? That's what they're saying. I don't know. Allegedly. He never liked her. And he the story that she told let it be known that all she was there for was to do his freak offs. She was jealous of Young Miami because Young Miami was getting more notoriety. She wanted to be out in the forefront. She wanted, I don't know what she actually wanted to do. Maybe she didn't have anything in mind that she wanted to do. Did she sing? We don't know. I guess she's a model. Maybe he wanted her to open doors for that. I don't know. But he paid her rent all the way up until was still paying her rent while she was on the stand. But she still talked about what he did. She didn't come out hard against him, but she told her story to the best that she could without looking like a she was in the middle. She came for the defense. She sided with the defense on some parts, and then she also sided with the prosecution side, the prosecutor side, the offense or whatever. I don't know. Anywho, he said I lost my way. I got lost in my journey, lost in the rugs and the access. My downfall was rooted in my selfishness. I have been humbled and broken to my core. Jail is designed to break you mentally, physically, and spiritually. Over the past year, there have been so many times that I wanted to give up. There have been some days I thought I would be better off dead. The old me died in jail, and the new version of me was reborn. Prison will change you or kill you. I choose to live. Yeah, prison is supposed to be a rehabilitation thing. You're supposed to have time to sit with your thoughts. Think about what you did. Think about all the chaos that you've caused. It does allow you to sit with yourself. And sometimes you don't like what you see or feel. And has he had enough time in there? No, not in my opinion. He has not. He has not been in there long enough. I feel like another 2 years would not hurt him. It's not going to kill him. Now, if you need to move him somewhere else where the conditions are a little better, I'm all for that. But he still needs to be behind bars. My opinion. You're entitled to yours. Every day since my incarceration, as difficult as my circumstances currently are, I have made the best of my time by reading books, writing, working out, or in therapy, obtaining the tools and knowledge to deal with my past drug abuse and anger issues. I've been putting in the work and working diligently to become the best version of myself to ensure that I never make the same mistakes again. Well, that's great because after you finish your 2 years behind bars, if I were the judge, you would be going into a rehab for more therapy, for more um, counseling for your addiction, as well as your anger issues, because we already know he has anger problems and he needs anger management. That he does do. He needs that. He said, I realize that I'm in the situation where no amount of money, power, or fame can save me. Only God can save me. My grandmother used to teach me that God makes no mistakes and that everything he does is for your good. Meaning, he intervenes when he needs to. If you're meant to be behind bars, God might want you to be there. That's written. That's your journey. So I agree with him with that. God means for you to be there. He doesn't mean for you to be free. I feel like that. So whatever the judge decides, just know that God is using him as a vessel. And whatever the judge comes with, I'm for it. I feel like he'll be fair. He's been fair up until this point. I believe that a bad situation can be used for good. Although this situation has been the hardest and the darkest time in my life, good things have come out of my incarceration. For starters, I am now sober for the first time in 25 years. I've been trying my best to deal with my drug abuse and anger issues and taking accountability, as well as positive steps towards healing. One of the most beautiful things I've experienced is being asked by my fellow inmates to teach and mentor them. They wanted to learn what I did to become a successful businessman. I was inspired by their hunger and desire to learn information in order to not only set goals but achieve my any goal, dream that their hearts desire. I started teaching a 6-week program called Free Game, title given by my fellow inmates, which I'm able to have approved and sanctioned by the Bureau of Prisons. Hmm. I don't just teach about my success, I also teach about my mistakes and failures. It has truly been a blessing to do something positive in a negative situation. It has been beautiful to see the newfound hope in my fellow inmates' eyes. The most shocking thing was to see the unity and the peace this class has produced. As you are probably aware, jail and prisons are segregated places. However, in our class, we have Black, Spanish, white, and Asian all together in one room learning and working together. We even have an interpreter for the Spanish speaking inmates. The biggest miracle that I've seen with this class is all of the gangs, such as the Bloods, Crips, MS-13s, Trinitarios. I don't know what they are, and 18th Streets in one room working together. I am also proud to say that since this class started, there have been no fights in our unit. This class has also helped me in my time of need and despair. Being able to do something good for the others has also given me much and needed hope. God blessed me with this opportunity to help others, and I will continue to do so. Good, because you might be in there a little longer. At least you have something to occupy your time. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, really. At least he has something to devote himself to try to pass the time away, because I really don't think he's coming home. It'll be on, and he can, wherever they take him, he can start that program wherever he goes. It'll come in use for somebody. Somebody will appreciate him. Just saying. Uh I asked for mercy today, not only for my sake, but for the sake of my children. God blessed me with 7 beautiful children, 3 sons and 4 daughters. Their names are Quincy, Justin, Christian, Chance, Jesse, and Delilah, and the newest addition, a 2-year-old daughter, Love. 4 of my children lost their mother, Kim Porter, as she tragically passed away in 2018. I am their only parent. I have failed my children as a father. My father was murked when I was 3 years old, and so I know firsthand what it is not what it is to not have a father. More than anything, I just want the opportunity to return home and be the father that they need and deserve. God also blessed me with the greatest mother in the world. My mother sacrificed her life and dreams to provide for me and my younger sister Keisha. I know his sister Keisha be like, "Don't mention me. Don't even do it. You ain't never mentioned me before." Did we even know he had a sister up until this whole ordeal? I don't remember him or ever that fact ever coming out. All we saw was Janice and him and and the people that surrounded Diddy. Never saw his sister. Never. Never seemed. I don't feel like he's ever even acknowledged her. Just saying. Never. Um, she worked 3 jobs to make sure we had a roof over our heads, clothes on our backs, and the best education. My mother is now 84 years old, and she recently had brain surgery. Despite her own health challenges, she's attended my trial every day. I have always been her primary caregiver. It breaks my heart that I put myself in this situation for the first time. I am unable to be there for my mother when she needs me most. As I write you this letter, I'm scared to death. Scared to spend another second away from my mother and my children. I no longer care about the money or the fame. There is nothing more important to me than my family. So, when you were traveling all over the United States, right? Um, was this something that you did every day? Did you reach out to your mother every day? Did you talk to her every day? Did you check in on her every day? Because I find it hard for the life of me that your mother was your top priority, because it seemed like it was more so. I'm not saying he don't care for his kids. I believe he does care for his kids. I do believe that. I do. And I believe he cares for his mom too. I mean, I know he takes care of her. I mean, he pays for her house. I mean, if her house is right next door to his, I think, in Florida. But I feel like she has assistants. I feel like she has handmaids. I feel like not handmaids, but I feel like she has, people that take care of her. Like, he don't literally take care of her. Like, he could provide the same type of care for her with him being in jail. I mean, he still has some money. Just saying. I mean, am I being hard? Am I being harsh? I feel like he needs to still take some accountability. Him being in jail for a whole year is not enough. He tortured those people for more than a year. I'm not saying that he has to be in there for the amount of years that he was addicted to drugs, because he might not make it out to see the light of day, which may not be a bad idea either, but I won't be that harsh. I'm just saying. Um, but those people suffered. I mean, Cassie dealt with him for 10 years. 10. And I feel like, honestly, he should get 10 years to suffer as well. My personal opinion. Just saying. He should get 10. She dealt with him for 10 years in that capacity. Not that she had to, but she did. And it's only right for him to get sentenced the same amount of years. Yeah, so and I know people gonna be jumping my chat and act crazy, but that's fine. I don't care. I understand the one factor the court has to consider is deterrence. Deterrence for me and for others to ensure that no one follows in my footsteps and makes the same mistakes. For over a year, I have been locked in one room with 25 other incarcerated people sharing the same one room. So, y'all in the same room? He let us know that in the same sentence. In this room that I share, there are no windows, there is no natural clean air, there is no sunlight, and we all live in one room. Well, if y'all don't know by now, he's in one room. I'm not laughing. I'm really not laughing, but I'm just like, okay, we get it. You're in one room with 25 other people. Get it. We eat, sleep, use the toilet. Is it only one toilet for 25 people? Take showers and prepare meals all in the same room. That's getting to him. For someone that lived in $1 million mansions, that's getting to him. He not feeling that. The conditions that the conditions that my actions have placed me in are inhumane. I don't tell you this for pity or sympathy. I'm simply sharing my truth and the truth of my fellow incarcerated people. We have no clean drinking water, and we boil our drinking water. We all share one washing machine, which is broken. I am surrounded by rugs and live every day with the constant threat of being stabbed or losing my life. So, wait a minute. I thought he said because of his program, there have been no altercations, no situations, no fights, and all of them getting along. They're singing Kumbaya every day. And they're all from all walks of life. But in this sentence, he says he's fearing for his life. That's basically what that says. He's in the constant threat of being stabbed. So he's fearing for his life, he's saying. Okay. How you fearing for your life in okay. All right, the didster, diddly, whatever they call him. Anyway, again, I am not expecting pity or sympathy, but my time at MDC has changed me forever. Prior to being in jail, I took care of and was present for my family. Being in jail and then because of my conduct, I lost the ability to care for my mother. I lost the ability to effectively raise and support my children. I have missed my 3 daughters' proms and graduations. I have missed taking care. No, I have missed taking one of my daughters to college. I have lost the freedom to teach my 2-year-old how to speak, dance, play, or be there to console her when she falls down or has a nightmare. Okay, well. I started from nothing and worked hard to earn everything I had. But because of my conduct, I have lost all of my businesses. I have lost my career. I lost the charter schools that I started, and I have destroyed my reputation and stained the reputation of those that worked for me. I lost my being present with my family. Between all of my losses and lessons, I can state for a fact that I will never be in another criminal courtroom again, and I do not believe any other person would do anything similar from fear of similar punishment. If you give me a chance, I would like the opportunity to share my story with people to prevent at least one person from making the mistakes that I have made. And what would those mistakes be, Sean Combs? getting caught, not paying people, because all of this started with you not paying people. Cassie wanted you to pay her for her pain. She had the transcript. She's going to come out on you with her book. The producer, what was his name? I can't remember, but he produced your Love album. All he wanted was $50,000. You wouldn't pay him. So he came out against you. Then that just sparked everybody else. Oh, he did that to you too? Oh, he did that to me? Yeah, I'm putting that. And then people started making up stuff. I know everything wasn't true, but it is what it is. They were in your presence at one particular time and they used it. But the bottom line is your mistake was you didn't pay nobody. You didn't want to pay nobody. You used people. You tried to use them. So what was your mistake? What are you sorry for? Because I don't think you were sorry for treating the people the way that you did. I personally don't feel like he has any remorse for that. But that's me. That is all me. I can't change the past, but I can change the future. I know that God put me here to transform me. Since incarceration, have gone through a spiritual reset. I'm on a journey that will take time and hard work. I'm proud to say I'm working harder than I've ever before. I'm committed to the journey of remaining a drug-free, non-violent, and peaceful person. I love God that I'm stronger, wiser, cleaner, clear, and sober. God makes no mistakes. And no, he doesn't. I agree with him on that. I realize that this trial has received a tremendous amount of global press, and Your Honor may be inclined to make an example out of me. I would ask Your Honor to make me an example of what a person can do if afforded a second chance. If you allow me to go home to my family, I promise I will not let you down and I will make you proud. Today, I humbly ask you for another chance. Another chance to be a better father, another chance to be a better son, another chance to be a better leader in my community, another chance to live in a better life. I'm writing this to gain I'm writing this not to gain any sympathy or pity. This experience is simply the truth of my existence and has changed my life forever, and I will never commit a crime again. I guess not. Shoot, he got his life in this man's hands, and he is begging and pleading. I be begging and pleading too. Your Honor, I know I screwed up. I know I ain't been the best person, but please let me go home. I promise you will never see me again. I promise you. I promise I'm gonna do better. I promise I want to do this. I want to do. Do I think that he would come back and change his ways? Yes, I think he would come back and change his ways, but he would make it to the point where he wouldn't get caught this time. I feel like, when he's been like this forever. Like, I mean, maybe when he first come home, he might be a Boy Scout, but it wouldn't take long for him to revert back to what he knows. He hasn't been gone long enough. I honestly don't believe he's been gone long enough and been incarcerated long enough to have any type of accountability for anything. That's my personal opinion. So, there's that. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about that? Do I believe his letter? I believe he's sincere in saying that he wants a second chance because he knows he made a mistake. I believe he knows he made the mistake, and I believe he wants to do right by the people that he hurt. But I feel like, why did it take a case this large, this high profile for you to get it? Why did it take that? It took for you to be embarrassed all around the world, because it was broadcast, all the stuff that you did all around the world, for you to say, oh my God, I made a mistake. What? What? Crazy, right? Yes, crazy. So, all I know is that it'll be interesting tomorrow. I want to say that his court date starts at 10 o'clock. I will be tuning in. I probably have to follow, what's the guy? He's in the court. He does the tweets all day. Inner City Press. I'm sure I'll be on his Twitter feed, watching it minute by minute. Yeah, this is do or die for Diddy right here. Do or die. And I know he's praying that this letter, like the judge will give him some mercy. We'll see what happens. I feel like he will give him time served. He will then take into account that he's already been in there for a year. But if he gives him 5 years, he's getting off good. I don't have him giving him any more than 10. Because I feel like the prosecution is asking for 11, and they already know he's gonna get a year time served. So he's not gonna get no more than 10. He might get 5 to 7. Let's go with that. Drop in the comments. Tell me what you think. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already done so. It's a free way to support my channel. With that being said, everyone be blessed. Peace.